What's up, YouTube? Wanted to do a quick video for everybody. I'm getting a lot of questions, recommendations. Hey, can you break this down for me? It's a lot of penny stocks. I know there's been a lot of penny stock hype. So at the end of this video, I'm going to break down a few tickers for you guys that have definitely stood out in my direct messages. And then in the end, we'll switch over to Rant Cam and we'll talk about just penny stocks in general, just real quick. So first and foremost, how I trade price action. I don't really care about rumors, news, why it's going up, down. I don't care. Ultimately, price is what guides everything. So, more buyers it goes up, more sellers it goes down. Remember that when we break these down. So first, I'm gonna break down OEG. These first three, I'm actually gonna break down. For some reason, everyone keeps. I don't know if there's an analyst out there just tossing out $17 price targets, but I found two of them. I found the analyst that called out 17. This particular one I did not, but everyone keeps asking, is this going to go to 17? And we see the pump today, and it sells off. Now, this, I think they're getting into solar farms. So this particular one I was actually kind of on board with. I think I like this one. But first and foremost, guys, we're getting into these penny stocks, these cheaper ones, these low cap stocks. They're going to move not necessarily from the news coming out. It'll be momentum traders, people that are looking for specifically pump and dumps, just any kind of movement, those percentage gainers within the day. So those are your buyers. You can love this company. They're going to cure the world, but it doesn't matter if your buyers and sellers are pump and dumps and people looking specifically for that move, because they're looking to ride it up. They're going to buy it, and as soon as it gets to the top where they think is the top, they're going to switch gears and go short. They're going to try to make money on the way down. This will be probably for every one of these tickers we're about to break down. So this particular one, if I were to zone it out, I like that it actually pushed up and just kind of went sideways. This one is kind of just bull flag, kind of stair-stepping its way up. It rallied, it based, it held that, it pushed up. Got a little carried away, it came back down. We're starting to squeeze and definitely hold. So this particular one, I definitely do like. How my risk would be if I were to buy it right now, I would calculate that into my risk. So my stop would be 785. Now, how I would particularly play that is, that's what, $1. We'll round up $1.50 per share. If you only want to lose $1.50, you're only going to buy one share. So dollar per share. How many shares? How much do I want to risk? How many shares can I buy and fit inside that risk? Now this one today did push up. It sold off, and inside today, I think a lot of tickers did this. Personally, I got screwed today. TradeStation, where my broker that I trade with, was down, so I got to watch things go green. I got to watch them go red. Couldn't even manage it. So currently, that's my day, digging that out. So this particular one, I would still watch out for sellers at this $10 level, this 1070. If it got back into here, I would still say that's a buy. But we might have already tagged it. It started to look like it might actually turn around. You might start to just consider this kind of rounding up might be the bullish sign for things to push up. Again, they're in the solar industry. And with Biden in office, they're certainly talking with this, just in general, being in politics. This particular field, I do like. So I might actually take a position on this one. None of the other ones, I'm trying to think. I've been in. I'm not in right now, though. I'm trying to respond to direct messages, and that's where I got all these. Just these coincidentally all had the $17 price targets. I thought I'd just make a video because it was funny. So sure, could this one go to 17? Yeah, that would almost be 100% on your money. If an analyst is talking about it, typically it's a 1 year out mark. So we're going to hold this for 1 year, and you might get 100% on this. Again, do your own due diligence. Look up the tickers yourselves. Look at the chart. Make a plan. And then stick to the plan. Personally, I plan everything out the night before. So nothing's moving, nothing's influencing me. There's no news coming out, nothing trying to sell me any direction. I look at the chart, what makes sense to me, and then the next day I execute on that. So next one, GLMD, has been popping up a lot lately. Probably why, because it already pumped up, and it's selling off again today. If I were to grab this one, I'm not the biggest fan, but if I were to zone this out, not particularly my strength on, I don't really zone a lot of these out because, again, we're looking for buyers and sellers and these particular ones. If it's going to be a pump and dump, there's not a magical yellow box line indicator you can use to tell you it's going to stop right there. If it catches momentum, it's going to burn right through anything and everything you have on the Picasso of charts you have drawn up. So don't get too carried away and lost on any crutches you already have. If I were to buy this one right now, it would be a dip buy right here. My stop would be probably 425. 425, so I'd give it 30 cents per share. So if you only want to risk $3, buy 10 shares. But definitely nothing but sellers showing up here. So this alone will be seen as the resistance spot right here. We did shoot up here, instantly rejected. So that's as far as we went. Nothing but sellers so far. I'm not sure. It's a pharmaceutical company, so who knows if they're going to cure cancer or not. Whatever their rumors typically are, you'll see these spikes, and then it just takes one bad rumor, anything like that, and you watch these things just do this, or sell off, gap down, and sell off. These can be pretty brutal, so I'm not the biggest fan of these particular ones, pharmaceutical plays. The juice just isn't worth the squeeze. If I can catch the momentum intraday, I've played them before, and I'll do it again if I can catch the play. But as far as this, I think the move's already happened. Now, this particular one I did find an analyst who does think it's going to $17 in the next 12 months. This has got a buy rating on on TradingView, and it is hitting a zone. So if I were to structure a trade, 455, I'd stop out at 425. That'd be my trade. So as of right now, if I were to take a long position, it would look like this. I would stop out right there. And for right now, my take profit would be that. So what, I'd gain 37%, risking 6% to the downside. So be it. In my particular account, I could buy a whole lot of shares of this, which we will get into when we get into the rant at the end. Another one, CKPT. Again, looks like the move has kind of already been made. This one I did find the analyst. There was a couple, $16 and $17 on this, which right now, if either one of those hits, you'd be doing good. What are you 4 times your money? You're probably doing all right. Analysts, what does this say? This says buy. Remember, guys, that's their opinion. That's just like any other YouTuber. They looked at something, they drew up some facts, they made a number up for whatever reason. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to that. It's not doing any of that. It doesn't have to. So don't get too lost on how many shares can I buy and assume it's going to 16 and 17. If I were to chart this out right now, I'd probably be watching this area right here. Old resistance, new support. A lot of these guys will worry about that. It's doing a good job selling off. I wouldn't even be bullish. I'd probably have my alert set right here. When that hourly trend changes, maybe. But in the meantime, it looks like we might just be pulling back. We might just hit on down to this area right here, to which if I were to trade this, I'd set my alert right here. And I would look to take a trade like this. So I'd get in here. I'd have to stop out below that red wick. So my stop would be 360. If I take profit, I'd like to see it get up to that $5 mark. That'd be a psychological level. So in the meantime, that's where it would be at. Now, if we caught this move and started to push up, I would delete this. I would then move my stop loss up and trail it up as we go. Any crazy gainers like that, I'm probably going to scale out. If you're super confident in this company and you looked it up and you trade off of news and fundamentals like that, then maybe you want to hold on to it a little bit. But I would still factor in some risk into that trade, and there's going to be some ups and downs along the way, assuming it does get to 16 and not 16 cents. Always a possibility. So if you think I'm crazy because I just said 16 cents, not $16, I think you're crazy for not knowing there was 2 sides to the coin. So awkwardly enough, with those 3, OEG, GLMD, and CKPT, there was the price target of $17 everyone was talking about. The next one, this was not really a penny stock, but it keeps getting brought up a lot, and I love solar right now this year. I had to add that back in. I gotta get ready for the rant cam. They won't turn off on me. But this one broke below the zone today. Kind of came back up. You can see, just confirmed it and sold back off. Now, I like solar. There's a lot of things in this field that are doing good. I trade TAN a lot. TAN's just not doing so hot right now. And if we look at TAN, this is like the solar ETF. Look how sideways it's been. Yes, some companies do better than others, but ultimately, this sector in general, kind of just sideways. We watched it reject, getting below that. Here's my alert to buy that. So Sunworks, still might have some selling off to do. If you're gonna watch this and try to catch any knives on it, your last hope. I'm gonna even blue zone this up. It's gonna be right here. There's your absolute floor to that. And if that breaks, what are you doing? Why are you even still in this? Your last solid area is right here. So if that blue zone breaks, I'd have an alert right here. And I will, because I'm going to probably take that position. If it were to hit that, I would like it right there. I see in the chat right now, CCIV is confirmed. So that one's blowing up. Be careful on this one. That might get you burned a little bit. But our last one, we talked about it quite a bit. Bingo. And this morning it just keeps going up. Again, not really in the penny stock range, but definitely doing pretty well. In the genomic space, it's just pushing up. It's gone sideways, and it just continues this trend. This particular one, out of all the other ones, I like. But other than OEG, I think I like this one the most. It's shown the most consistency. So I was not able to take that trade right here earlier. If it were to pull back to this yellow zone, I wouldn't panic at all. That'd just be a solid red day, maybe 2 red days. Get us right into that zone for a nice dip buy. If I were to buy it right now, then I would... yeah, my stop would be 14.35. I didn't look into buy rings on this one. I mean, it's just a buy. I don't really care about analyst price targets. So let's actually, if we can, we got rant cam up and going. Rant cam rock and rolling. I don't know how the settings are, guys. I'm trying to jack with this. I might break a monitor in the meantime. Things just don't work that well for me. Things suck. Anyway, when you get into these penny stocks, I called my mentorship group out. I said, why are you guys calling this stuff out? There is a lot of them these days. There's a lot of just like, hey, break this down. And I'm zoning it out. And then I'm looking for buyers and sellers. I'm trying to find out those areas of attention. And then I look over to the right, and it's $1. All right, it's $1 for a reason. You get what you paid for. There's a reason Amazon's $3,000, and there's a reason most of these stocks are $1. Now, yeah, share float has something to do with it, so Ford's the outlier. But other than that, a lot of the stuff being called out, they're crap stuff. So, and what I mean by crap, you can make money on it. You really can. If it's more green candles than red, it's going up. Probably buy it. But these things are subject to extreme volatility. Again, there's momentum traders in there that are piling on, which is what's causing that move up. A lot of you guys are thinking these analysts are right. You guys think whatever the news, you actually believe it. It's just not the case. Momentum traders are going to get in there and just destroy you. And they're going to make money, and you're going to be the one guy just handing out money. Just like when I got into GameStop. I don't care. Do I believe it's a $500 ticker? No. Do I think it's going to 1,000? No. But I said if stupid people are going to jump in there and hand out their money, I'll take it. There's a loser in every trade. Your goal is to not be that loser. Someone is going to think this is too high, or this is just going to the floor. You're going to emotionally sell those shares at the bottom. Someone's going to buy the dip. The more patient, the more educated, the more time in the charts that they have, they're going to take advantage of people. Again, you guys are going to jump in for all the wrong reasons. So I want you guys to be careful playing penny stocks like this. I specifically made the thumbnail and title penny stock. I don't know what it is yet because I haven't made it, but it's going to be something along these penny stocks are going to explode or something like that because it probably drew you guys in. There's a lot of people jumping in these right now. And again, money to be made. I won't make fun of somebody for playing it, but jump in and know what you're doing. Make that plan and stick to it. Don't just get into some hype because likely you're going to be the one that buys my shares at the top. I'm going to go ahead and know this, hey, this momentum selling off. But by this time, you're just now hearing about the news. So you're going to go ahead and try to put your little try-hard hat on, and you're going to go for it. You're going to buy as many shares as you can because you can afford 1,000 shares, and you don't want to trade one share of Amazon. I don't want to buy one share of Amazon for $3,000. I'd rather buy 1,000 shares at $3. Now, you have $3,000 in a random 3 or 4 letters that you call a ticker. And you think one of those is going to be safer. A lot of you guys think it's safer because it's cheaper, which is absolutely not. But Amazon, right, it is boring, right? It just goes sideways a lot. So I get the attraction to some of these cheaper tickers. They are moving. but why are you in that? Why are you attracted to that? Like, if that's what you're after, so be it, right? All right. But just understand, like, what are you really looking for, and then how does that work in your future and longevity? How does that pan out? Because these volatility ones, they're gonna be really good and they're gonna be really bad. Some days you're gonna win, some days you're gonna lose, and that's the people that play these every day, and that's their thing. The new traders, you're likely just gonna jump in and lose and be the next person talking on Wall Street bets about diamond hands and hold and no weak hands here, and oh, they're just shaking the shorts out, they're shaking the weak hands out, not me. And you're gonna be the guy holding the bag and somebody else just dumped off on you, and you're gonna justify it to yourself as to why you're doing it. So that's my disclaimer. Be very careful trading these, and then really, what are your motives behind it? If it's just gains, that's fine. Day trade these. If you have a smaller account, you're looking for those gains, be careful. But if you have a free day trade and you see the opportunity, strike while the iron's hot. I do it all the time. I'll end that here. So just be careful, guys. And if there's any more penny stocks you guys want me to break down, give my opinion on, let me know. If you found this and you're new, hit the subscribe button. I break down stuff, price action, guys. There's no news, no BS. Again, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.